Wow, sitting in the Hurst Olds, ladies and gentlemen, and really, really enjoying it. But I've got to tell you, time is running out. It's today and tomorrow. This sweepstakes to win the very first 1969 Hurst Olds ever made ends tomorrow at midnight Pacific Daylight Time. I'm just so excited to be sitting in this Hurst Olds. PJ, why don't you come have a seat here? We're going. Let's shoot it from the inside for a little while.
Thelma and Louise style here.
Huh?
Thelma and Louise style here.
You're the second person today to mention that to me. 1969 Hurst Olds, number one of 906 that were produced. PJ and I are talking about driving cross country in this thing and getting into some shenanigans, but we know better. We're going to save this car for you guys. One of you, we hope, will be the lucky winner of this car, but you got to be in it to win it. And I don't mean sitting in it to win it. You got to get your entries to win. And as Boomer says, time is running out.
It really is.
Really is. You've got one day and, I don't know, about 11 hours or so left to go ahead and get those entries at www.dreamgiveaway.com. You know, we give away some great cars here at Dream Giveaway. All of the cars that we give away are great. But this one is great and historically significant because it is the very first Hurst Olds in 1969 that was ever produced. And we're just so excited that we can be giving it away to one lucky winner. And all you guys, when you help out charity, you're all winners. You really are. One lucky person's going to win this car. Look at all the cool stuff. You know, we talk about a true muscle car, but this is a gentleman's muscle car. It's got that dual gate shifter right there. You got to love that. Look at that, PJ. It's not your favorite color. It's a black shifter knob. It's not PJ's favorite color, the white shifter knob.
Why would they do two sides here?
Oh, so that's called the dual gate shifter. And so normally you would just stick it down and drive on this side, and you'll see how that ends right there. That prevents you from getting into gear 1 and gear 2, first gear and second gear. So if you come over here to this other gate, you can slap shift first gear to second gear to third gear. They call it a dual gate shifter. So if you're just cruising, you're keeping it dry, but once you get to that stoplight and you're ready to move, you take it down there into first, you rev it up to wherever you're going to do your shift change, and then you go to second gear, and then you slap.
So it looks like a standard, but it's really an automatic.
It's really an automatic.
No clutch.
No clutch. It's a clutchless automatic. That's correct. And they call this the dual gate shifter. A little console here. And you know, the 442 was a pretty neat car by itself, but the things that the Hurst Olds added to it are significant as well. So you've got the Hurst Olds badge over there on the glove box. You can see it on this seat over here. You've got that gold on here. Once we get outside of the car, I'm going to show you some more of the gold on there. And then any 442 option that was available that year, you could go ahead and order on the car. This one, ton of options. AMN, I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this new frequency out there. It's called FM band, for those of you who are still on AM. FM radio, and this one has it, latest and the greatest. And it's got more than that. It's got power windows, power side windows, power front windows as well. I was looking for a tilt wheel, but it doesn't have one. That 66 Impala that I like so much has a tilt wheel, but horn works just fine on there.
What did you hit?
There's 3 buttons here on the horn. So you hit any of these for the horn. These are your horn buttons.
Not the middle thing.
No, not the middle thing. Some cars you hit the middle. On this one you hit one of these or you hit that for the horn. And it's very, very nice.
For gauges.
Oh, for gauges, so nice. But the one you really want to see there is a tick-tock tack over here. Because if you look on, here, let me show you. I'm going to fire it up real quick. So see how this side on the left is at 0? Now you see the idle, it's right at about 800 RPM. And then you watch the tick-tock tack go up. See the tack go up? Why is it called the tick-tock tack?
Is that a clock in the middle?
Because there's a clock in the middle. That's why it's called the tick-tock tack. You got a clock in the middle, and you've got the tack on the outside ring right there.
So you can tell what time it is to rev it up.
Ooh. Someone hire this man. He's good. So, excellent car here. Wonderful bucket seats here. Black comfort weave interior, very nice. Nice door panels. These are 442 door panels as well.
1969.
1969.
Look at those keys.
What a great year.
Now, no push button key.
No key fob, guys. Ignition key, door key, and trunk key. That's what it used to be for years and years and years.
And not to reverse them.
And not to reverse them, because if you try to reverse them, you know what won't happen. It won't go in. And there we have it. Don't mess with me on that one, guys. Anyway, so what else do we have in here? Gauges. We've got fuel. We've got temperature. We've got oil. We've got the speedo up to 120 here, and then the tick-tock tech that we were talking about. And air conditioning.
Ooh.
Big block and air conditioning. That's good stuff.
And the winner also gets all of the documentation.
All of the documentation proving that this is car number 1. The very first Hurst Olds in 1969, converted by Demmer Engineering into the Hurst Olds. All these cars were produced offline. And here's why. Because in 1969, General Motors had a corporate rule. And just like the guys in Pontiac, the guys at Oldsmobile didn't like listening to the executives up in the top office at General Motors. So here's the corporate rule in 1969. You can't put more than a 400 cubic inch engine into a mid-size car. Believe it or not, this is a mid-size car. So you couldn't put a 455 in it. That's why there was an Oldsmobile 400. That's why there was a Pontiac 400. That's why there was a Buick 400. But they found a way around the rule. As long as the vehicle was not completed on the factory line, then you could order a larger engine. So they figured out a way that they could have the factory put the 455 cubic inch engine that was available on other Oldsmobiles, but not on the midsize. Get it off the line before the car was finished. Finish it offline, and that's where Demmer Engineering came in. They converted them into Hurst Olds cars.
By changing the engine.
No, the engine was changed at the factory. 906 of them. But the car was not completed on the factory line. The car was completed off of the factory line by putting the hood, the graphics, the pinstriping, all of the ram air, by the wing on the back, by putting all the Hurst components on there.
All right, Jonathan wants to know, how old were you guys in 1969?
Oh, well, I was 5 years old. PJ was -1.
Yeah.
How old were you, Jonathan, in 1969? But I've got to tell you that I do remember 1969, and I do remember July of 1969, because we watched Neil Armstrong land on the moon. Was it July or was it April? I think it was July 3rd, right? 1969, and we had a 25-inch color TV. That was big stuff in those days.
It's like the 21st. Or
we got it from Montgomery Ward's. Anyway.
Jonathan also wants to know, if you win one of these cars and you want to drive it home, can you keep the I-1 plate, or does it have to be registered before you can drive off? Technically, the car has to be registered. We here in Florida are a Florida licensed dealer. We can create temporary tags for you as you drive away. So you might be able to put the I-1 plate in and temporary tag above, or you might have to put the temporary tag on and the I-1 plate maybe in the back.
That's right. So when you're the winner, you get the I-1 plate, and that goes on the back. And listen, if you're driving across the country and you just have a fresh registration, and I'm sure that if you got pulled over anyways, the officer would be very excited to know that you won a dream giveaway, and you showed him all the paperwork that you just had. I'm sure that he'd wish you to safe travels.
Jonathan says he was
home.
-2.
-2.
And
so you were not watching a Montgomery Ward's television in 1969, Jonathan.
But Lands Oil says you have to be in it to win it when you said that, so as he would know.
As Tony would know, because Tony won the second Bandit Dream giveaway. Hi, Tony. Hope you're doing well up there, and thanks for all the great stuff you do, Tony. Who else is out there today?
Don says Monkey Wards.
Monkey Wars. That's right. What was the nickname for J.C. Penney's? That one I don't remember. But you're right. We used to call it Monkey Wards.
The seatbelt above your head?
Oh, yeah. So in 1969, the federal government said that you've got to have shoulder belts. So this is the first year, I believe, that that shoulder belts were mandatory in a vehicle, and they just stuck them up there. So here you go. You could go like this. You could use either of the seat belts, but you couldn't use... Well, now look at this, guys. You know, you may have just got me on one here, PJ, because we know this one works, but the latch on this one does not fit into there. So the question is, aha, that's what I thought. There are 2 straps.
Oh my.
So look at this. I mean, this is like huge quality. I don't think I've done this the entire 11 months we've been giving this thing away. So the shoulder belt can go on like that, and then look at this. The lap belt goes on like this.
You are safe.
And now I'm safe. There you go.
But this isn't fiberglass car.
Well, only the insert on the hood is fiberglass. The rest of this is still a genuine steel car.
And you're safe.
Just
because of
like
that.
the 442, well, you've got all that steel there, but you know you don't have the crumple zones and the airbags that you have these days that are available in the cars. Guys, do you know there's only a day and 11 hours left for you to enter and win this car?
How do you enter?
Is this your first time watching a Facebook Live? Go to www.dreamgiveaway.com. Use promo code Facebook Live, and you're going to get bonus tickets. But you got to get your entries in by midnight Pacific time. That's 3 p.m. Eastern, and you can do the math if you're somewhere in between, and get your entries to win. And I got to tell you, who just won a giveaway and they entered on the last day, PJ? Was it the Shelby guy?
I think it was, yes.
I think the guy who won the 2 Shelbys, he entered on the last day. I'm not saying that it's a good strategy. I cannot advise you as to strategies. But I can tell you that at least one winner has entered on the last day. And I can tell you that tomorrow is the last day. You guys put together what you want to read into that. Enter.
It is a random number, by the way.
It is a random number. We don't wait. By wait, I mean WEIGHT. We don't weight entries that come in on the last day any differently than entries that come in on the first day or any other day as part of the giveaway. The winner is completely random. We don't even pick it because, trust me guys, if it was me or PJ picking it, well, they won't let us do that. They send it off to an accounting firm. I've never even met these people. And all they do is they pull that random ticket and then they call PJ. They don't even know the name of the winner. All they know is the ticket number. And then they call PJ and they say, here's the ticket number, and it's up to PJ to look in and see who that ticket number belongs to.
And they verify it.
And they verify them. So it has nothing to do with what letter your name starts with. It has nothing to do with the state that you live in.
Except if you're in Oregon.
Except if you're in Oregon and you can't enter. It has nothing to do with your age. It has nothing to do with anything else in your life other than the fact that it is a random pull. And if you want it, you want it. And that is the truth.
And every ticket has an equal chance.
Every ticket has an equal chance. And if you want double the tickets so that you can double the equality of your chance, go to www. You like the way I did that, PJ?
Yeah, that was good.
www.dreamgiveaway.com. Use promo code Facebook Live.
Now, Jonathan, really, this is a very good question Jonathan just said. How do you guys score such an awesome job?
Well, we each have our individual stories. I worked for the parent company of Motor Trend. I was a magazine editor, not of Motor Trend, but of one of their muscle car magazines, and a senior associate editor on another one of their sports car magazines. So that's my backstory. PJ has his own story. Maybe someday he'll tell you that. But you are right, Jonathan, that it is an awesome job. And thank you so much for reminding us of that. PJ, let's go outside the car because Kathy wanted us to talk about the gold and the hand pinstriping.
Okay, and that bullet mirror.
Oh, and the bullet mirror. Look at that. That's like...
I'll show them over here.
That must be from the 60s.
That's quite the design.
Yeah. I'll tell you. That's style. Okay, now, I want to remind you guys, last day to enter, tomorrow at midnight. Come here, I want you to see something. Do you guys know what this paint is called? I know, paint. Very, very good, PJ. It's called Fire Frost.
Gold paint.
Fire Frost Gold is the technical name of this paint. All of the 906 Hurst Olds in 1969 were painted cameo white, which is kind of a creamy white with fire frost gold.
What were they painted coming off the factory? Not painted at all?
You know, that's an excellent question. I don't know the answer. My guess is the bodies were painted white, that part was done at the factory. The gold was added offline, fire frost gold. And, PJ, look at this. Hand painted pinstriping. This isn't tape, guys. This is painted pinstriping.
Not paint by number either.
That's correct. I saw you watching that. Never mind. Okay, so over here to the bullet mirror. Great stuff. That's part of the Hurst package. That's not custom. Come on over here. You can see more of that fire frost gold.
And Boomer talked about the piece of metal that was running along
the
stretch.
So that's the chrome strip here, almost like a decor strip they would call it. And then here is the drip rail molding. Did you know that technical term, PJ?
Not until you said it the other day.
That was an excellent term to know. Back here, super spoiler. It's about 60 inches from this side to that side. So if you stand it up this way, it would be about 5 foot tall.
Let me guess, gold paint?
Gold paint. Paint pinstriping. And there you go. And then from the back, the bumper and the taillights are the same as a 69 442. The chrome tips are different. That came with the Hurst Olds package. And of course, back when emblems actually weighed something and weren't little chintzy pieces of plastic, the Hurst Olds emblem right there on the deck lid. Great stuff.
Now, Jonathan did bring up one of your favorite things.
Yeah?
He wants to know if you can, if I dare say it,
say it.
Close the door again.
Oh, I would love to close the door.
Jonathan, you created an animal.
I would love to close the door. Jonathan, are you ready for this? Look at this. Oh.
One more.
Oh, that's really good. Everybody out there, enjoy this. Come on, come on. Oh, that's so good. Guys, time is running out. You only have until midnight tomorrow night to enter. Any other questions, comments?
Good.
Okay, we got a little bit wacky today. That's just fine. Boomer will be back tomorrow, I think. We'll do another video for the last day, and tomorrow we're going to pull the book back out, and we're going to show you some of that paperwork again that talks about this being Hurst Olds #1, first one produced in Hurst Olds #1 in 1969, first one produced for that model year. So guys, this is a historically significant piece of automotive history. We give away great cars. This one goes a step beyond with its pedigree. We really want one of you fans out there on Facebook to have that lucky ticket number. You got to get your entries now. You got to get them tomorrow. You got all the way up until midnight tomorrow night. So when your significant other is already in bed, go and buy a lot of entries, okay?
Because then you too can get this license plate.
Because you too can get this license plate. That says you win, and then we change it to I won.
That's right.
At the end, before you take the car. Remember, prizes are awarded as is, where is. That means that if you're the winner, we'll give you some ideas for transportation companies, or as Jonathan suggested, you can show up here in the Dream Giveaway Garage. We'll give you the full facility tour, hand you the keys, hand you the title, and you can drive it home if you're the winner.
Now,
and if you show us the insurance.
If even though it ends tomorrow,
we're not picking the winner tomorrow. We draw the winner on May 13th. Here's why, and I've said it every month. We got to allow guys who get those entries in by the old-fashioned way, who write a check, put it in the mail, as long as it's postmarked by midnight tomorrow night. If that's the case, we then allow 10 days for all that mail to come in and to get tabulated. That goes into the drawing, and then the accounting firm has the drawing pull on May 13th. So 1 p.m. on May 13th, right here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage, we will be calling the winner. Hopefully it'll be you, and hopefully if it's you, you have the correct phone number in your account at dreamgiveaway.com.
And your mailbox is not full.
And your mailbox is not full. So make sure all your voicemails are deleted and that you're there ready to get our call if you're the winner. What else do we got?
Beto loves the wing on this.
I love the wing. I love the wing on this. You know, it's just so 60s. So stylish.
It wouldn't look good on any other car.
Yeah, you know, it looked good on another A body, looked good on a Chevelle. You know, same body, same deck lid, more or less. The cuts here are different on the Oldsmobile version. But that's it. So guys, we're going to see you tomorrow on the very last day of the Hurst Olds Dream giveaway. Going to be an exciting week. Fun Haver. I don't think we can spin over to that at this moment, but Fun Haver ends in a few days. So also get your entries to win the Ultimate Fun Haver F-150. That's ending, I believe, on the 31st. So you still got maybe 4 days left on that.
Can you end this giveaway, end this video the way you started it?
Well, of course I can. But first, has anybody ever heard this door shut? You ready, Jonathan? Oh.
I blame Jonathan. All right, let's fire that up.
Okay, fired on Monday. Here we go.
And Boomer will be here tomorrow.
Boomer will be here tomorrow. All right, guys, listen to that fun purr of that Oldsmobile 455. First Olds Dream giveaway ends tomorrow at midnight. Get your entries now at www.dreamgiveaway.com. We'll see you next time. More great fun, more great action, and more great grand prize cars like the first 1969 First Olds ever produced. See you next time in the Dream Giveaway Garage. And now I'll be quiet and let you listen to the car.